Hi, I'm Lucas, this is Marta, and this is Tomofon. Today we're going to play around with some soundscapes and look at some ways to use this strange mix of a wavetable synth and sampler. I'm a sucker for these kind of gnarly, atmospheric sounds that can come out of Tomofon. And one of my favorite audio models is the pedal steel broken one, which we actually recorded here in the office. It sounds lo-fi and it got a lot of texture on all these notes. When playing Tomofon right now, it doesn't sound that gnarly. It actually sounds kind of smooth. And that's because there's no movement in the depth. No LFO, no sample and hold, straight envelope, and all the other envelopes are also pretty uneventful. But watch what happens when I start to increase the amount on the LFO. Now you start to get that uneven, scrapey sound that I like so much. And that's all it takes, really.
That's pretty sweet, but it's a bit dry, don't you think?
Yeah, indeed, maybe, yeah. I'll give you some reverb and some delay. What do you think? It's better?
Yeah.
Let's go. A different way to use movement over depth is to use the sample and hold feature in Tomofon. I've got one of the voice models loaded. Just to show you, there's not really much movement in the audio model right now. What I do have is a slight pitch drifting on the release here. I also have a low pass filter and an EQ just to muddy out and shape the sound a bit. Here is without EQ and filter. And here's with. Back to the depth tab. I'm gonna use the sample and hold feature here. It doesn't do much right now, but when I increase the amount, you'll see the dots start jumping around the audio model. This random knob sets the variation to the frequency. And the smooth, you guessed it. It smooths out the transition to the next position. But I'll keep this at 0 right now because I like the choppiness we got going on here. Lower the amount a tad and also increase the frequency. Yeah, sounds cool. Let's do something rich with the voices. So adding a second voice here, pitching it down and panning it out to the left. I'm gonna add a third voice, pitch it down a bit too, and pan that out to the right. Then I'm gonna add a fourth voice here. Raise it 2 semitones and keep that in the middle. To finish it off, let's just add a delay and a body to the sound. There's a bunch of stuff you can do to form the sound in Tomofon. The audio model and the depth parameter are of course very vital, but you can get a lot out of just the gain envelope. I've loaded the glass combo model from the tuned percussion extension. And as you can see, we have some movement here in the depth envelope and the LFO, making it dance a bit. I also got some pitch changes here.
Oh, I really like that.
Editing the envelopes is pretty easy. I'll just hold down Command to add points.
Can't you just click on the tool you want to use?
Yes. Now I'll add some spikes up and down over the attack stage of the envelope. and some over the decay. And I also add a little curve on the loop stage. Nice. I'll go into the voices and I'll add some humanization. This will add some micro differences to the panned out voices. And of course, we love a good delay. That's it for us. Go check out Tomofon. Bye.